government.
We blame the you're blaming Ruto for this?
No, I didn't mention names.
Okay.
The government,
just the government. Have you been?
I've been good.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So tell me about the team, because a lot of people don't know this, but the team behind musicians make a very big difference in how the branding turns out, how they are perceived, and how, you know, they just have their breakthroughs and make a name for themselves. So tell me about yours.
Yeah, so many people might just see the artist, like TheLuchi and things going well, but there's so many people who come together to make this happen. So like we have around 12 to 15 people who work on this brand, like from songwriting to production, filming of the music video, to putting out the song and sending it out to everybody, putting together the marketing plan. It's so many people, so it's not a one-man show. So many people are involved. And some of these big artists we know, even in Kenya and globally, they just work the same. They have big teams. Yes, it's key. It's key for you to, like, music is a business. So if you set up the right structures, it will work. Yes, it's true. It's hard to get the right people for the job.
Yes, it is. But once you do, they just make your life so easy. So you can focus on what you're talented in, which is music. Yeah,
because it's hard to get the right people, because people think music is just glamour, like red carpets and so all that. But once people understand that there's a lot of work that goes in before the whatever they see on TV, then you have the right team at that point. Yes. All
right. Now I'm just looking at you and I like the smiley. This is so, who am I interviewing? You know what I mean? Like, who? I was just telling him before we got on air, I was like, is this you, TheLuchi? Who's in there? Who am I talking to? Are you making this a business, the mask?
Yeah.
Is it
so we are thinking of doing that.
You should.
But we are still working on strengthening the brand first, so that the fans really want it. And also by the time that comes, we don't want it to be like super expensive, because we want, if guys are showing you love and they want to have a piece of you, you better make it affordable, because what I have on now is not very affordable. Oh, yes. It looks it, by the way. Yeah, it's not affordable.
It's not affordable. I like that you even said that.
Yes.
It was an investment.
Yes.
How many do you have? Do you know how many you have?
Yeah, we have a couple.
A couple of them.
Yes.
Have you ever been somewhere and then people either play your song or they're talking about you as an artist and you can't say, ni mimi?
Yeah, that happens so many times. There's a time I was working in Tao, and you know these phone shops, so they were blasting the songs back to back.
Back to back?
Yeah, they were blasting back to back, and I was like, inside I was like, that is me, that is me. But now you can't say. You can't.
Are there moments you want to say though?
No.
Oh no, it's
no. Because the attention that comes with that also is it's good and bad. Yes. Yeah. I think now from our experience, we just prefer the music to speak for itself.
Yes, that is so true. Because sometimes your life, your personal life, like it supersedes your music, and people focus more on those stories. And TheLuchi's girlfriend, or TheLuchi's this,
exactly.
that.
So yeah, it was a very big sacrifice, but from what has happened, I think it was a good sacrifice, because now people are paying attention to the right thing.
Yeah. Yes. They focus on what has brought you here.
Yes.
I wish I did it though. Oh my gosh, I wish I could. I wish I could do TV and still wear a mask, so that you can still be able to live a normal life.
Yes.
You know, where you can go somewhere and
because
you just chill.
You see, as a celebrity, people will expect your life to be perfect, which is far from the truth. Just people seeing you, like for example, in a mat will be a story. That will make a story. Sometimes maybe you just want to experience it an extra day. Like sometimes you just want to experience some things.
Yeah.
But now people will be like, hey, he's broke now.
And what if I am though? What if I am?
Exactly.
You know what? Like, why is that wrong? If I'm in that job because I don't have money, why is that wrong? You're in the job with me.
Yes.
How is this an issue?
Yeah, it's funny that guys will judge you yet you're in the same situation.
We are together in this. You're like, wewe mbono uko hapa, we gari yako iko hapa. You know? But it's true. They put celebrities on a pedestal that is unrealistic.
Yeah, and then now the celebrities are pressured. If you're not mentally strong, which most young people are, it will be, they'll start now doing things that they shouldn't do to keep that status, and either you go into drugs or you go into some illegal stuff. So
yes,
at least for TheLuchi, there is no pressure to be perfect, because we know the only perfection you're seeking is the musical perfection, not social stuff out here. Yeah,
because it's a lot. Yani unaomba loan.
Yes.
Unaomba loan ufanye gig. Yes. Maybe your birthday, maybe a graduation, because you need it to look.
Yeah, those things of borrowing cars and stuff, those kinds of, that is just unnecessary pressure.
Yeah, alafu yache hapo.
Yes.
Upande yo mathri, alafu
ukiomba best yako range and then uibondwe zile accidents, una worry too much, because now yes, so I think this has helped us in that way. We don't pressure whenever we are not in celebrity mode. We're just normal people. Yes. Man,
when I tell you I'm jealous, TheLuchi. When I tell you I'm jealous. I want to hear your opinion on this. Now, I know you saw this story. I think it was Nonini who was awarded, I think, $1 million bob from Brian Mutinda, who's an influencer, used his song. And of course, you saw the mixed reactions online of how people, took the story. There were some who were siding with him. There were some who were like, it's just an entry. It's just, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. What are your thoughts on that?
I support, I take Nonini's side because, again, putting out a song and making it big is not a small job. Anybody who has been an artist, generally even a businessman, by the time your product is big, there's a lot of work that goes in there. So anytime somebody wants to make money out of your product, it's only fair that they pay. The influencer maybe thought by airing it to the public, like I think he used his platform negatively instead of educating people. He makes people want to be against Nonini. But in this case, it's clear, what do you call it, intellectual property rights were violated in that situation, because he was paid, which is not fair. Like, and at least sometimes these artists are very good. You talk to them and they actually might give you consent and not ask you for money if you did it before. Sometimes there's situations where I think Sauti Sol, when they sought consent for the song that Sheki Your Bam Bam, I think Awilo didn't charge them. He allowed them to use it because at least they courtesy, they took the courtesy and asked for permission. So sometimes you might actually be using a song by an artist who is understanding and they might allow you. Yes. Yeah,
I think you should just check in with them and ask them, and go through the right channels. And I think it's because people really don't take our art very seriously. Yes. They're just like, Sini Wimbo to relax.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance. Sometimes innocent, sometimes intentional, but it's ignorance.
Yes, it is ignorance. People need to stop that. Now, I know you've learned so much more over the past few years about the music industry, about, just the ins and outs, because it's very... You have to be in it to really understand how complicated it is. It's not just you releasing music, it's nice and it's just, is played everywhere. What is the biggest misconception for you that you got into the game, ukaona ukasema, this wasn't what I thought it would be?
The thing about content. So whenever fans say artists don't have content, that is lies. Every song, even bad songs, have content. It's just not good content, but it's content. So that thing, I think it's almost like an excuse to air a negative review on something. All songs have content. Probably it's because you don't like the song or that's not your vibe.
It's not for you.
Yeah, because there's somebody else, that song you're saying doesn't have content. Somebody is going crazy over the same thing.
That's true.
So that happens a lot in our industry. I used to be those guys who was saying Kenyan musicians don't have content.
It was you.
I was one of those guys. I was one of those negative people. But once I started understanding, I just realized it's just, if it's not your cup of tea, just let others do their thing. And also when people talk about artists and quality of music, quality of music is attached to money. So you don't expect some artists to make $1 million videos like Americans when we don't have a record label system that works, royalty system that works. So I stopped judging artists too much, and nowadays I just look at what, like the writing. Sometimes the production is not even the best, but you can tell a good song even if it's badly produced.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
That's
so
true.
You judge more objectively nowadays. I don't just hate for the sake.
Yeah. Yes. I think when Trio Mio first came out, the first song he had done, I don't know why I can't remember it now. What was it called?
Cheza Kama Wewe.
Yes, yes. He did, the video wasn't as nice.
The video was not like the best.
He was just recording, I think, on his phone.
But
you could tell this song
is vibes, yeah.
Is dope.
But personally, I just liked and supported his vibe. I didn't even care about quality. I'm a quality guy when it comes to videos. But you also think about the situation the artist is at, especially when they're doing their first song. They're from Miss Lando. So you don't judge them at the same level as an established artist.
Yes.
So for me, Trio Mio's first song was just a good song, video, and there's nothing like bad, because that song ended up being very big in the country.
I'm telling you, when people watched it, the same way you're saying that the quality of it doesn't matter, you saw the song, you listened to the song, it sounds so good, even though yes, the quality and but you can tell this song
a good song is a good song. Yes.
And you're forgetting corporates also, not as many pay well.
Yes.
So you see someone performing here, but the money is not as much.
Yes.
And then you wonder why you don't have a particular car or live in a particular neighborhood. Yes. It's because it's expensive.
Yes, okay? It's expensive. Like, we are not, artists in Kenya, Africa generally are not as paid as the American, because guys now always want to compare us with the people who from South America, because those guys are well paid, the people from Europe who are well paid, and the US. Africa, we are still growing, and Nigerians have started showing that it's possible, so we are heading somewhere.
Yeah, we're heading somewhere.
Yes.
Now, with your music, I have noticed, maybe it's just me, but you work a lot with dancers. That's intentional?
Yes, it's very intentional, because I'm very close to these guys. Dancers make songs big every time. Like, there's so many songs that have become big just because of dancers. The artists didn't pay them. They just vibe to the song, they dance to it, and it become big, and nobody pays tribute to them. You get the way, you see the way Jamaicans pay tribute to dancers.
Yes.
In Jamaica, there are dancers who are superstars, like they are very big, and it's because musicians there understand the importance of these guys. Sometimes a song is being recorded with dancers in the studio for advice and inspiration. So dancers play a big role. Now in African music, dancers play a big role. So I really want not only musicians to get the respect, but also dancers.
Yeah, yes. They really do deserve a lot of respect. Like I said, there's a team, even on this show there's a team, there's so many other people who make things work, and they will not get that credit.
Yes.
The dancers, they will not. TikTok has switched up the music industry now.
True.
That you are not the one in that position of power to determine what song is big anymore.
Yes.
People are going to determine that for themselves.
Exactly, and dancers are the ones who make or break a song.
That's
now.
True,
If the right dancer dances to your song and your song is good, it blows up, and it might even blow up globally. Yes, there's a guy called Mavokali from Tanzania. His song on TikTok had like more than 1 million videos. 1 million videos, not views.
He had more than 1 million videos?
1 million videos on his sound. That's insane.
It is.
Like 1 million people took time to shoot
do videos.
Yes.
Using your music.
There's some guy from Tanzania who many people don't know. You get, so if it's a good song and the right person hears it, there's an element of luck, but that also comes if you've produced a good song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know people wonder, there are certain artists who you don't think are talented, certain artists who you don't think the music is cool or nice, and you wonder how are they still booking gigs, because they have their people, and social media has now changed that, and you can just talk directly to your people. Yeah. Anyway, now TheLuchi, Haya is such a dope song. Tell me about it, and of course just the whole collaboration between you and Brandy Maina. Since we're in deep state, ukifanya Brandy, but tell me about the jam.
So actually Brandy ndio aliko deep state kwa hii situation. Because Brandy, for me, I consider Brandy a big artist now. among the ladies, Brandy is up there, talent, and anytime Brandy does a song, you don't hear negative reviews in her verse. You get so for Brandy to feature TheLuchi, to be featured in TheLuchi's song, it was a big deal for us to do a song with her, and the fact that she killed it. Like before we release a song, we just knew this song will do well, because of everything just came together. And unlike other people we have collaborated with, Brandy wanted to be part of the marketing, so she took part in the marketing of the song, and it ended up becoming big. So it was not just TheLuchi on this one. Brandy played a big role in the marketing of the song.
Yeah, yes. I love it. It's also, by the way, got viral as well. Yes, I've seen so many dances.
Yes.
Then there are thousands.
Yes.
Hey, TheLuchi.
Yes.
It's a really nice jam, and I love the dance. You've said something interesting, that Brandy was also pushing the song. Why is it that other artists don't push their song? It surprises me. Like, you went to the studio, recorded this, you took time to record the song, did a really expensive video, and then you don't really push it as much.
So this is just a mentality thing.
Okay.
Because imagine Brandy realized that this is a nice song, you get, and we both benefit if it becomes big. And she just humbled herself enough to create time to push the song. If more artists who are doing collaborations will do this, I think we would have bigger songs. Sometimes, if you go on Spotify, there's so many dope Kenyan songs, collabos, young and upcoming artists with a big artist that are just, nobody knows them.
Because the big artist isn't pushing it.
Yes.
So it has no visibility.
Yes, yet they could change so much, and both could benefit.
So there's lack of support then?
Yes, like as much as some people will say yes to a collaboration, they don't go all the way. I experience it with Brandy now. I don't think the song would have been this big if Brandy wouldn't support it. You get?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, both of us have benefited. Because now everybody knows Brandy has been featured in a song which is dope, and everybody's tagging both of us. So we are both benefiting.
Yeah.
You get? So I think something needs to happen on that front. So even now, us and the team, we are really selective with people we are collaborating with. We don't just want to collaborate with big artists who will not add any other value. So now we are more likely to work with somebody in the mids than the top because of that.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Yes, it's easier, no stress.
Easier. Yeah, hakuna pressure.
Yeah, when you're planning video, now somebody tells you we wait for a month because that's when I'll be free. And we don't want such situations.
Or they cancel last minute.
Yes, it happens so many times, not only with us, but with other artists too.
Yeah,
so
it does. Yeah, it does. Well, thank you so much for coming through, Luchi. Any message for your fans?
Message for my fans is that TheLuchi just released a new song today.
Oh, okay.
A new song today. The song is called Madoido. It's already doing crazy numbers on TikTok. Like, we are shocked. Like, even us, we are shocked. We have posted in the morning, and it's already, so many guys have hopped on that dance. So yeah, Madoido is gonna be the biggest song. It's gonna be the biggest song in the next few days. Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal. Yes. So this is an exclusive then interview. Yes. Oh my god, I love it. Today. So Madoido, it means what we think it means. Yes. Right? Okay. Yes. So Madoido. Yeah. Wait till you hear it. Nice thing you have not heard it. Wait till you hear it. I want to see the dance. How was the dance? Oh, so okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, DJ, I see you. I like that, and I love that your dances are easy. They're not for actual dancers; they're for us regular people who don't know how to dance. Anyway, so thank you so much, TheLuchi. He's going to be performing that jam right here, right now. This is the first time he's performing it ever. So when it becomes big, remember, it was on the trend. Okay, that's why it is trending. All right, so Osoro, do you have any tweets to read for us? What unasemaje? Amina, mbiya muono